And welcome back to The Bloated Chef. Hey, before we get started here, let's do us a favor. Find us on YouTube. That would be The Bloated Chef LLC. Go ahead and click that like button. While you're there, please smash down on that subscribe button. We're heading towards 1,000 subscriptions. Trying to do some nice charity work when we get there. And while you're there, share as well. We thank you. And welcome back to The Bloated Chef. Recipes are off the rails. Guess what's on our mind today, folks? Maybe if I give you a hint. Maybe, yeah, you got it. It's all about pasta again. But my favorite pasta of all time, Pappardelle Pasta, which basically translates into ribbons, or as I call them, glorious ribbons. Off we go. And on the big butcher block, look at this. Quite a selection. Let's start it out. We've got some ground sausage. We've got some cooked baby clams, Calabrian chilies. Thank you. We've got a yellow pepper, an onion. What else? Heavy cream. Are you following me? Fresh basil, minced garlic, tomato paste. Oh my goodness. Chicken stock. Are you kidding? We are going to make a pappardelle with clams and sausage. It costs about twice what store-bought pasta costs, but it's worth it. Alright, so we're going to take our ready-to-go chicken stock. We're going to use that as our liquid. We're going to bring that up to a simmer and then eventually a boil. Now then, let's go ahead and do some maintenance. I'm going to go ahead and just show off my amazing knife skills. Watch and enjoy. Moving on to the unsung real star of this show, those Calabrian chili peppers. Pickled, sitting in vinegar, briny, delicious, all kinds of wonderful level heat. Yeah, we're just going to pull the stems off, keep all the seeds, keep all the seeds. These things are legendary. Moving on to our fresh herbs. We want to handle our basil business two different ways. First, we're going to chop, in other words, rough chop. Okay, that's going to be to season and cook with. And then we're going to roll those leaves like a cigar or maybe a big old fat spleef. And we're going to cut them into ribbons, chiffonade style, i.e. julienne. And now our wok. The big wok is sizzling hot. We're really just going to try to brown this over high heat very quickly. Get it chopped down. We still want to have some noticeable chunks. We want to season this liberally, of course, with fresh cracked pepper and the flaky sea salt. You dig? We don't want to cook this all the way, though. We want to cook this about, believe it or not, medium rare. And we're going to pull it. And then we're going to finish it by the time it goes back in the noodles in the sauce. You with me? I thought so. And in we go with a pinch, that being a 1/4 teaspoon of the red chili flakes. Let's keep that heat high. Let's keep that pork moving. Are you with me? Next up, a pinch of oregano. Again, about a 1/2 teaspoon is all you're going to need. Now then, sausage browned. Sausage not quite cooked all the way. Sausage gets pulled. Moving right along, right back into that same pan with that yummy sausage fond and crumbs. There goes a tablespoon of butter and about 2 teaspoons of extra virgin olive oil. And in goes our combination, our trio, if you will. Yellow peppers, onions, and those Calabrian chilies. And over medium heat, we're going to slowly but surely cook those, render those down. Once again, always season at each level, folks. Here comes some fresh cracked pepper. Yum. And in goes about a pinch, if you will, Okay, a heavy pinch. Call it half a tablespoon of flaky sea salt. And we move. And we shake. And we let that develop all its yummy goodness. And now in we go with, I'm sorry to say, pre-minced garlic. I know. Oh my god, I almost passed out on such a dork for using that shit. But it goes in. It does the trick. Trust me. It still flavors everything real nice. Moving around. Let it perfume a little bit for about a couple 2-3 minutes. Next step is one of my favorite new things, the tube style of tomato paste. But make sure you poke a big enough hole in the tip, otherwise you look like a friggin' moron like I do right here. But that basically adds up to 2 tablespoons worth. Now from here to 4, we are going to go ahead, as Fat Clemenson once said to Michael Corleone, you throw in your tomato paste, you fry it up a little bit, and you throw it into your sauce. That's what we're doing here. I'm going to develop a little fond with that tomato paste, fry it to the pan, kind of make it real floral. And we have arrived at the moment of deglaze. Oh boy. Remember the golden rule, folks. If you wouldn't drink it, then you sure as shit shouldn't be cooking with it. We're going to bring that to a light simmer, reduce the heat, cook all that wine out. Then we're going to add that wonderful fresh basil, give it kind of a spearmint pop, if you will. Going to cut through a lot of that richness that we've already developed in that pan. Hey now, while all that's going on, we're going to drop that Pappardelle Pasta into the chicken stock. Cover it up. Let's get to a nice rolling boil. Nice. Give it a stir. And then cut the heat off and let that sit. Trust me. Alright, let's go ahead and compose this dish. In goes our purposely undercooked Pappardelle Pasta. I would call it just below al dente. We're going to toss that in with that first base layer of flavoring, the peppers, the onions, the tomato paste, the garlic, right? The Calabrian chilies. It's all getting pulled into that pasta right now. Alright folks, time to get luxurious. There goes those baby clams, chopped, cooked in all their glory and briny splendor. We fire all that cooked sausage with the sausage fat right back in. And now we'll add about 1.5 cups to 2 cups first of that chicken stock. And now we'll start to compose the sauce. And as you can see by adding that starchy pasta chicken stock water back to the pasta, it really has taken it on and absorbed. And in doing so, it's going to cook the pappardelle all the way. And then we're going to have this beautiful al dente pasta. Let's take a taste. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're good to go there. Now then, we'll finish it off. I've got 2 cups of cream, but we're just going to add 1 cup for now and see how that does. Right? Remember, put too much in, you can't take it out. Right? So we'll incorporate that in. We're going to go ahead and grab a big old hunk of Pecorino Romano because of its awesome nutty flavor. It's going to complement everything about this dish. And then we will finish it off with a dab of butter. This is the classic French style. And that's going to pull that creaminess and that pasta water all together to make a nice fluid sauce. And let's say we get to doing some plating, okay? You always want to have some bread with a big, ginormous meal like this. My standby and go-to is always thick-cut pumpernickel. And remember, when you're twisting your tongs, you want to keep them closed and keep twisting. Carry it over and then just simply let it slide straight down so you build that vertical presentation. There goes some fresh basil. Here goes a bunch of grated fresh Parmesan again, the Pecorino Romano. And how's that for a gander? Wow. Right away,
You get the brininess from the clams, sausage and a little bit of heat, but then those Calabrian chilies just sort of, it's a little bit chilly. Gallop from the back. Oh, this is really good. Good depth. It's not an unpleasant heat, it's like a very pleasant heat. Boy, this is good. I'm going to have to take a big old-fashioned nap after this one. We can't do this one more time. That's a little cleaner. Double thumbs up. All the steps. Recipe soon to follow. Hope you enjoyed this one.
My feet are up and I'm done. Hope you enjoyed this. Peace and love.